Are you considering moving to Florida, specifically the Florida Gulf Coast? Not sure which city is right for you? Well, today I'm here to help you decide which Florida Gulf Coast city is the best for you. I'm specifically comparing Sarasota and the Lakewood Ranch area to the beautiful city of Fort Myers. Hi everyone, I am Lisa McBride with Sarasota Neighborhood Experts and Keller Williams Realty Select in Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I share all kinds of information about living in the area and what it's like. And for my returning viewers, thank you so much for your continued support. I love hearing from you and helping so many people move to the area. Now, which city is right for you? Do you prefer Sarasota or Fort Myers? Let's dive into the differences. To start with, Fort Myers is the county seat and commercial center of Lee County, Florida, along with some surrounding communities such as Fort Myers Beach and Cape Coral. This area in Lee County is a little under 1 million people in that metropolitan area, while Sarasota is part of Sarasota County, but also Sarasota and Manatee counties are a 2-county metropolitan area with well over 1 million people and growing. Actually, both Fort Myers and Sarasota have been on like every top list as some of the fastest growing cities, not just in Florida, but in the United States. Now, though Fort Myers was once known as a retirement hotspot, you'd be surprised to know the variety of age groups that actually live in Fort Myers, from retirees to young families and also a number of college students. However, there is about 25% of the population that is over the age of 65. Likewise, Sarasota still attracts lots of retirees as well. But in recent years, Sarasota is continually attracting younger working professionals. And Sarasota is definitely getting a little younger, with the median age in our area 45, while in Fort Myers it is 49. Now, both cities do have a little bit more of a small town feel, and which draws a lot of empty nesters, retirees, but also families. And with the work at home that most people are doing now, both cities are again attracting more and more families all the time. Now, what about the economy? Well, cost to live in Sarasota and Fort Myers is competitive. And one thing that is certain, there is no state income tax, which means there's no tax on your pension, Social Security benefits, and income from IRAs and 401ks. They're all untaxed. So Florida has a competitive edge for many states. However, if you're comparing these two cities on the national average, Sarasota definitely is a little bit more expensive. For years, Florida cities were much more affordable than the national average. And I hear all the time that people believe Sarasota or Fort Myers or Florida should be more affordable. However, that is not the case today. If you've been researching prices of real estate anywhere in Florida, I'm sure you've noticed that our home prices have really risen. Affordability is definitely not the same as it once was. According to payscale.com, Sarasota's cost of living is 9% higher than the national average. Likewise, our housing cost is over 6% higher, utility costs 2% higher, and groceries a whopping 20% higher than national average. In comparison, Fort Myers is 6.3% less expensive than Sarasota's overall cost. However, housing costs almost 20% less in Fort Myers than Sarasota. But keep in mind, health-related expenses are over 20% higher in Fort Myers, as well as insurance costs. Now, one of the things that people ask me a lot, is there a lot of difference in the weather between Sarasota and Fort Myers? It's about an hour south or an hour and a half south of us. And is it actually warmer in the winters? Well, not really. We have very similar weather year round. Sarasota and Fort Myers average about 54 inches of rain a year. We average 271 days of sunshine. Our average temperature in the winter months is 72 degrees, and in the winter it's 89. So you'll see that both cities are very similar. Now, what about the beaches? Well, Fort Myers obviously has Fort Myers Beach. Also, it's just a 40 or 60-minute drive to Sanibel and Captiva Islands. While the entire Gulf Coast is abundant with world-class beaches, Sarasota's 30-mile stretch of coastal paradise boasts some really particular stunning gems as well. We have Lido Beach, Siesta Key, Longboat, and Anna Marie Island. And most people have definitely heard of the award-winning Siesta Key for its south powdery sand. In addition, Sarasota's world-class beaches are much closer to most of the neighborhoods and have a lot more access points than Sanibel or Captiva or even Fort Myers Beach. And in Sarasota, the parking to go to the beach is free. In comparison, if you were to go to Captiva or Sanibel, you may pay up to $6 per hour for parking. Now, what about real estate? As I said, it's a lot more expensive in Sarasota. We have grown so much and we have so many amenity-rich neighborhoods here in this area. For instance, many of our neighborhoods in Palmer Ranch and Lakewood Ranch, the Meadows, all have pickleball, community pools, resort-style amenities, and it's definitely one of the fastest growing cities in the nation. But many of these neighborhoods have also expanded into the Fort Myers area. So if you wanted a community that is amenity-rich, either area, you will find them. However, the average price is definitely going to be much lower in Fort Myers than in Sarasota. If we're talking about schools, however, in this category, Sarasota is undisputedly ranking a little higher than Fort Myers. Actually, Sarasota County schools are ranked the second best performing schools in the entire state of Florida. However, Fort Myers takes education very seriously too. Now, if you have school-age children, then you'll be happy to know that the public schools are very highly regarded. The Lee County public school system, including Fort Myers High School and Florida Southwest Collegiate High School, are some of the best in the area. And for those that are seeking higher education opportunities, then you're in luck. Not only are there many well-established institutions to choose from, but having the opportunity to study in Paradise has its perks as well. I would definitely do some deep dive checking into the schools if you're moving with children. Now, as far as the job market, looking for job opportunity in sectors like healthcare, retail, education, and tourism are definitely what we employ here in the state. In the Fort Myers area, Lee Health is one of the largest employers in the Fort Myers and the largest healthcare system in Southwest Florida. You can also find jobs with companies like Chico's, which is headquarters in Fort Myers, and then the Lee County School District and Publix are two other of the largest employers in the area. In Sarasota and Manatee counties, well, we have Tropicana, which is known for its fresh orange juice, and it's definitely one of the larger employees in the area, along again with our healthcare system, Sarasota Memorial Hospital, and our school district. Over the last year, Fort Myers has seen the job market increase by 1.9%. In comparison, Sarasota has seen the job increase by 2.6%. Future job growth over the next 10 years is predicted to be 44% in Fort Myers and 44% in Sarasota, so very, very similar. Now, both cities are predicted to have higher job growth than the U.S. average. The sales tax rate is 6% in Fort Myers and 7% in Sarasota. The average U.S. tax is 7.3%. Now, as far as family-friendly attractions, there's something for everyone in the family to enjoy in Fort Myers. Locals and tourists flock to Fort Myers for its pristine beaches, professional baseball, and theater. There also do have museums and nightlife and a litany of natural preserves and sea excursions. But Sarasota has absolutely no shortage of activities either. It has a little bit of something for everyone, and Sarasota is known as the Cultural Coast. We have opera, we have theater, we have ballet, we have just so many different museums and artists in residence, and so there's so much to see here. And definitely I recommend checking out Marie Selby Botanical Gardens and the Sarasota Jungle Gardens. Sarasota hosts endless amounts of fun on the water too. Whether you enjoy kayaking, jet skiing, fishing, chartering a boat, whatever it is, there's water along the Florida Gulf Coast to enjoy from both cities. And one of the nice things about Sarasota is that it is just a 45 to 60-minute drive to St. Pete or Tampa area. And Fort Myers will be a little bit closer to Naples and Marco Island. Now, there's wonderful dining in both of these cities, so whatever your culinary wants are, you can find them in both cities. However, Sarasota, again, has a little bit of a nudge with more Zagat award-winning restaurants than any other city in Florida. So the bottom line, which city is best for you? In recapping, Fort Myers definitely is going to be a little bit more affordable than Sarasota, but the beaches and the school system, I think, are just a little bit nicer in this area. However, the nice thing is you get to choose. Now, if you have questions about moving to the area or you want to compare some of the communities in either city, please let me know. I am here to help. I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch, and until next time, take care.